Hey guys, welcome back to Consistent Code. So today's problem of the day is we need to write a program that takes a number n as input and prints it in the following format. For example, n equals to 2, we should get a pattern like this, and for n equals to 3, we should get a pattern like this. So for solving this problem, we should have the following observations. Suppose n is 3, then we can observe that there are exactly 3 rows. If n was 2, there were exactly 2 rows. Now another observation is that you can divide all of this into two parts. Suppose I'm taking n equals to 3, then we can divide. Suppose I'm taking the first line, or let me take the second line also. So if I just paste it here, let me comment them out. Alright, so here you can observe this thing that for the first line we are having n on the left side and n numbers on the right side. Then on the second line we are having n minus 1 numbers on the left side and n minus 1 on the right side. So in the last line we are having only one element, and in the first line we are having n elements. So to begin with the answer, we can simply create a vector of string answer, and then we can start for the first element with I. Let the first element be I, so we are starting with 1, and the last element we can find, because on the left we can see if the input is n, then we are having summation n numbers on the right and summation n numbers on the left. So this is left and this is the right. So we are having total 2 times summation n elements. So summation n is n into n plus 1 by 2, and if you multiply that by 2, we get n into n plus 1 as the last element. So for n equals to 2, j will be 6, and for n equals to 3, the j comes out to be 10, 11 and 12. So I have made a mistake here, so this should be 10, 11 and 12. That's correct. So for n equals to 3, j will be 12. So now what we need to do, we need to make a loop from n size to till 1 size. So that's what we are doing here. We are starting with a string having size n, and then we are moving it till size greater than 0, that is 1. So now in this, first we will create a string, that we will create this string. So we form the string s, and we need to check how many minus signs we have before. So from this example we can observe the number of minus signs before should be equals to n minus k into 2. That is, you can just verify this thing, that for the first line we have 0, for the second line we have 2, and for the third line we have 4. So this pattern can be achieved because first time we are having n numbers, so n minus n is 0 into 2, then n minus 1 is n minus 1 is 1. So 1 into 2 will be 2 signs, then n minus 2 is 2, and double of 2 is 4. So that you can observe this pattern and you can formulate this formula also. So in the starting we will just put up minus signs which are required, and then we can start from the left portion. We will first create a left portion of this string. So the left portion will be from, so we already have taken I, so we have k equals to n in the starting, so we will make I from 1 till k. So it will be from 1 to 3. We just added 1 to 3 in this loop, and then we can just create a stack because we are having j equals to 12 in the starting. So we can just go from 12, then 11, then 10, because we are having the same loop from it equals to 0 to k, because we are having k elements here, that in the first line it is k is equals to n and n elements here, but we are starting j from here. So we just need to store from 12, 11, and then 10 into our stack so that we can take them in the reverse order. So we just pushed j into the stack and decremented j by 1. And for example, in this case, if I just push the elements, then first I will push 12, then I will push 11, and then I will push 10. So, and then I can just take all these elements out from the stack till stack is not empty. So the element will be the top of the stack. Then we can just pop this element. So we took 10 and removed this 10 from stack, and we just incremented this 10 to a string. Then a string will become 1, 2, 3, and the next part will be 10. And then we can add this asterisk mark. Similarly, then we can add this 11 and remove this element from stack, and now a string will have till 11, and also this in the end we added asterisk. So now our string will be like this part, and then in the end we will add 12 and an asterisk. So in the end we will have something like this. Now in the end this one asterisk is extra, so we will just remove this, we will erase this last asterisk. So that's what we did in this line. So we will just erase the last element, and the last element will be from the beginning iterator to the n minus 1, where I'm denoting n by the asterisk size. So hence we will achieve this first string completely 1, 2, 3, and 10, 11, 12. Similarly, in the subsequent loops we can have k equals to n minus 1, and then we will initially have these minus signs, then we have I incremented to 4, then we will have 4 and 5, then in the second loop we will use stack and reverse from 9 to 8, so we will get into 8 into 9, and similarly we can get a third line. So that's all we need to do, and like we got this string, then we need to push it in our answer. Similarly, for the subsequent two strings we will again push them in our answer, and simply we can then return our answer. So now if I compile and run this code, so we are getting a correct output. So let's try submitting this code. And we solved it successfully. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you liked it. So if you did like it, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe button, and I will see you next time.